today I'm just camera testing a few looks. So I have these new journals. This one is really for goals throughout the year, and I've got things in it like a where is it? Here's my page. So I've got like 100 subs and 3 long form videos, then it goes up to 10, 30, 50, 100, and from 100 subs up to 1k. So right now around here, and I also have 3 long form videos on my main channel posted, and I would love to get up to 100 or maybe more, so that would be maybe 2 uploads a week. No, why is my math not working? Actually, maybe yes, I was thinking more 2 uploads, like an upload every 2 days, but this could work as well. And I'd really like 1k subs minimum this year. I said I was going to get monetized by the end of December last year, and I said that in about August actually, September, October, November, December, and that was my 4-month plan, just to get that many subs. But hey, it hasn't happened, but it will. And I also got this Moleskine diary. I really like Moleskine. It's one of my favorite, and looked 1900 something. Those 2 premium notebook companies are really good, and I love them, and I've been using their stuff so much. But I got this Moleskine one because it has little this is the undated planner. It says undated at the front, usually where it would say 2026, but this one has a bunch of these undated, so it's supposed to say like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this one has nothing, which means I could just put in dates and make it more like a tick list. So have I done all the tasks that I need to do today? Tick, tick, tick. But first I really need to decide what those are. So I have also printed out this today. So I guess I could use this in the same way. I just wanted something to fill the page, and what I'm going to show you is what I've been working on. So I've got a few notes that I've been making from videos, and you know, anything, like any insights that I've had over the last few days. And really what I've been trying to do is brainstorm ideas, because I've been looking at what I've been seeing on my recommended for you page on YouTube, and gosh, the neighbors, and it's really just been, well, song covers, live performances, because part of my job is reviewing live performances and thinking what went well here, what can my singers, what can my clients do about this, how can they sing better learning from this performance. And then I've also got things like, well, speed running sales, how I would make 100k if I had to start again. Like, these just come up on my feed because, you know, YouTube thinks I'm interested in that, so it sends me that. And I'm looking and I'm thinking, what would the average singer in the position where they'd be fully ready to subscribe to my channel and love everything I do, what would that look like? What would they be into? And I just went on a deep dive for that. And I'm honestly not really sure. I might just have to fake being one on, well, not fake being one, but like be one of, you know, the model student on another channel and see how that goes without ruining my current recommendations, because I like my recommendations, which is one of my problems. I consume a lot more than I create. If you've been, you know, none of you have access to my real channel, but I have been, you know, I made a post before Christmas, and then I thought, okay, I'm taking Christmas break. It's the 3rd of January today. Is it the 2nd or the 3rd? I can't be bothered, but progress needs to be made. So I currently have, so there was a film I watched yesterday, which is also something I wrote down over here, and it really made me emotional. And I thought, okay, why is this making me emotional? Because I don't have fun enough. I do not create enough. So one thing I need to do is be more creative and playful with my content, rather than thinking, okay, how is this gonna sell? How is this gonna, you know, what's the trade-off between making content for fun because I like it, and also making content that people will still be into? If they are my target audience, will they just be bored by me having fun? That's crazy. But okay. And then the other thing that I learned was I need to let every side of me come out, even the childish one. So yeah, I just need to embrace every side of me when I'm filming, so that I don't feel like, oh, I've got to put this on, I've got to, you know, I've got to act a certain way. No. So that's been something that I've been thinking about for a while, and that movie just cleared it. So today's tasks were supposed to be get my camera lens fixed, because I bought this camera lens on eBay, and well, the seller, it was a second-hand lens. I did not feel like I wanted to spend £60 on a new lens, but I bought it thinking, okay, this is going to be great. It's in amazing condition. It really is. But there was a fingerprint on the lens, which is neither here nor there. I can take fingerprints out, but the actual sticky part of the lens that's supposed to stick onto the camera, that's the person who sold it to me stuck it onto the box. Yeah, so I had to find an adhesive for that. My dad's getting it today. I'll be able to stick it on the camera and everything will be fine. So when he comes home, I'll fix the camera lens and then get one long form shot and upload. That hasn't happened yet, no, but I did get an Amazon package, and I've been, I'm trying it for videos, and I'm trying it right now, and I think it's gonna be okay. Yeah. And then get one long form shot and uploaded was the task that I set myself, and I haven't done that. But I did watch a video. It wasn't really a video essay, it was just a commentary on another short, and what I took from it, the way that he just spoke was visuals, analogies. So have like something visual, maybe even the short itself, make an analogy or a reference to something, and then link in the wider context. Actually no, and then elaborate on the analogy and then wider context, and be like, okay, this is what happened to me, this is how I felt, and then link any quotes that come to mind. Like, this is a recipe for professional rambling, but it's good. So quotes that come to mind, personal experience, or what you've seen. So like, I guess another analogy, or well, not really an anecdote, personal anecdote, then what's happening now with that thing, and then a truth about the matter, and then maybe some more quotes, and just repeat the cycle. But this seems to me like a recipe for top tier rambling, and it was a Rick Beato video, so okay. Then I watched a bit of Colin and Samir because they're great, and then I realised, first of all, in videos my posture is always like this and I'm hunched over, as you saw probably just a few minutes ago. And also I feel like I'm copying too much of what I've seen online gesture wise. For example, go girl, like I'm talking like this, girl, this is gonna be amazing. I should actually just stop doing that, like any of that unconsciously, because it's really getting in between me and the viewer. I feel like any facade that I'm putting up without realizing, I should just stop and reevaluate, which is why I'm filming the video. But okay. And then another thought I had was, do I want to do educational stuff or fun and educational content? And I realized I want to do the fun stuff, and that's why I'm having this dilemma. I want to do the fun stuff, but I'm going to package it well, so title and thumbnail, be nerdy in it, and get the fan base by, the nerdiness at the start. I'm going to balance the nerdiness and the fun by putting the nerdiness in the hook, so that they think that they're, they think, oh, I'm having fun, I'm not learning. So yeah. And then visual aids, 100%, I need to add those. So that's really what I learned from yesterday. What I'm going to do now is, well, I'm going to wait for my dad to come home, do the camera lens, and then see how that plays out. But I'm able to film on my phone again because I have storage, which is great. I can just put my phone right there and film. Isn't that amazing? So equipment wise, I have a desk light there, I have a warm ring light here, I also have a microphone. Well, this is not on at the moment, but it's the one that I'll be using for videos, so I'm probably just gonna rotate it, put it over here, so the boom arm is over there, and then talk like this. Okay, that looks better. But this will probably be the format. And some other things that I was thinking about is headphones or not, because I never usually talk with headphones. I can't do this. This feels too artificial, so no. Instant clear up. I've got this for the desk because my lips are very chapped right now. And then also I have some sweaters that I'm thinking of wearing. So I've got this one. It's a warm blue, I'd say. Contrasts pretty well with the camera. What I'm going for with this is a sort of TV glare, like you know, the blue light that you sometimes see on movies from people, you know, facing the TV, or even the no signal type thing on my TV. Sometimes it does that, it just goes blue. This is what I'm aiming for. And I also bought these two at the shopping centre. So at the mall I bought this and this. This is more natural, I don't think I'll wear it that much, but this goes almost exactly with the shirt. So, you know, it's just a bit brighter, but it looked really nice, and I thought, okay, I want maximum contrast, so that's what I'm going with. And then I also have this from Canada, and well, I'm Canadian, so I can. And it really feels, oh, one side, and it really feels quite, you know, quite contrasty. It feels more my thing, because, you know, it just feels athletic, it feels fun to be in, and it's also just, you know, it just feels homely, and I like it. And then the other thing is, okay, so I camera tested these two sweaters. This one feels like a go-to. It feels like snow. It feels nice, and it's also, you know, it's just clean. There's no color spillage. It's just a shade of cream, and that feels right to me. And then there's also this, which I quickly realized I'm not going to use because it just feels very academic, and when you look at me you think, oh, she's so quiet. She's, well, in reality all I do is yap on the channel. So yeah, those are my few ideas for costume. Well, costume, I say costume, but it's more like just clothing. And then my lighting, backlighting, I don't actually know if this will come up, which is why, do I have my remote here? I don't think so. Maybe it's centered. Yes, okay. So I'm gonna just put this on, off, on, off, on. I can't see any major change from having the blue light in the background. Is it reflecting off my forehead? I don't think so. Then I'm gonna change the light to red, green, blue, red, green, blue. Well, the blue's showing up quite purple. I'm gonna put it on what it says is white, which is just light blue, yellow, and then I'm just playing with colors. All right, so I'll look at that later and evaluate which color looks best, but at the moment things are going great, and I feel like I'm in a good place to start filming. About the lens, it's a wide angle lens, so it goes on my ZV-1 or ZV-1, and yeah, it's supposed to shoot more of the background, which is supposed to, you know, I do want a slight fisheye, but to have the slight fisheye I need more of the surroundings in the frame. So yeah, hopefully that'll look better and more cinematic and just nicer, better than, you know, this home video type style. So yeah, we'll see about that, and I'll see you guys later.